Hello, I'm now jumping into Module 3 with the first assignment. I'm in Canvas. Last class period, I went over an overview and I had you guys do the pre-test. So if you haven't done that, please go ahead and process that pre-test before you get into the basic editing. I also had you guys create a Module 3 folder in your document. So when downloading this new unit, you're going to be putting files in the Module 3 folder in your document folder on the hard drive. So I'm opening up the basic editing assignment on Canvas. This is going to be using the next ebook. Okay, so you're going to be following several pages in the ebook to build something. There will be a download, and then there will be other parts where you have to answer questions and critical thinking and vocab along with this. So understand that I'm taking you guys to the CIS webpage. You should have that bookmarked. Okay, I technically already have it open. So, but if you don't, you need to just click it and open that tab when you guys get in here. I should say from this point on, expect for us to be heading into CIS for one day to the next. So I'm on the web resource page already in module number 1, but I'm going to be jumping out and getting into module number 3. That is, all right. So that's where we're going into right now. We're going into module number 3. So again, we're going to be doing several things in this unit. This is what, for the most part, we're going to cover. And in fact, there's really only 2 assignments in this module. So it shouldn't take us that long to get through this module number 2. If I scroll down, you can see there's not going to be any quiz. It's just trying to get through the basic editing build and then the projects that supersede that. So I do let you know that along the way, there are some business documents that are going to be important to you. I do have notes here on the vocabulary words of a personal business letter. I do have notes on the format of a letter, and I eventually will be getting in the templates. And Microsoft Office has loads of templates that you can look at with regards to any type of document you want to develop. So down the road, we will be exploring different templates, but this is a link to the Microsoft that actually looks at the online templates. So I'm going to proceed on with this assignment. If I right-click and open link in new tab, you should then see the assignment page. Okay, so once again, we're following the directions in virtual in terms of that you will be uploading the files once you're done. And I believe you'll have 2 different files that will have to be submitted. Let's take a quick peek at the grade sheet if you could with me. I'm going to go, it's right here in the directions up above grade sheet. I'm going to open a new tab and just understand that you're going to be, this first level right here, you're going to be creating a customer letter. Okay, that's part of the reasons why I had those in the notes. You're going to be getting a document that has maybe like an image on it and 2 or 3 paragraphs, and then you're going to format it to a letter. Once that is done, it'll be called customer letter. Make sure you put your initials on the end of it, and that's, as you can see on that line on them, it's weighted as 30%. Then you have to work with another document. You're going to have to answer questions. You're going to have some vocab, and then complete some critical thinking questions. All these should be on 2, 3, and 4 should be on one page, one Word document that is then uploaded. And I'll be discussing that file name of that document in this overview. So if I'm back on the basic editing page, as I'm scrolling down, there's a part 1, there's a part 2, 3, 4. Okay, part 1 is going to have to again call for you to use an ebook. Okay, each module you'll have an ebook in this class, but this time moving forward, like I did an overview of the unit just last class period, you're going to have to log into Edmodo to be able to obtain these files. I have an Edmodo link right here. This is the ebook link, and then there's a single download file, which I'm going to get to here shortly. But understand, when this ebook opens up, it'll be classified as page 25 to 44. okay? You're going to go through this ebook to build a document. You're going to be calling this document customer letter followed by your first and last name, and then understand I have some additional requirements here that is doing changes from the ebook. Now, we very well may have already done number 1, okay? You've already have a module 3 folder inside your documents, okay? In step 2.1, understand it tells you to save it somewhere else in the ebook, but I'm telling you to save this inside your module 3 folder, which we'll do in the beginning. Justification on step 2.2, which is on page 30. I want you to put the current date on this this letter, not the date. The date, they tell you to put like a May 13th, 2013 date on it. No, let's go ahead and put the current date, whatever the current date is as you're working on this. And then step 44, it says step 10 to print this document. So we're obviously going virtual, so I say do not print, okay? You're gonna save this and upload this to that Canvas 3 page. So real short, I'm going to work with you of step 1 still. So for example, right here, if you're not logged into Edmodo, please do so. I'm going to click right here. There's an Edmodo on my favorite bar too. So I'm going to click Edmodo. And from this point on, I'm going to let you know you have that capability of staying logged in. I mean, somehow my computer, if I close this tab out right here and I leave, my machine, my computer at my home machine knows that I'm staying in. So I'm clicking into the CIS 2021 page. So I go back here. I now have successfully logged into Edmodo. Now, if I go down to the ebook, ladies and gentlemen, and right click and open new tab, this ebook is going to open up. Okay. And so I'm getting to the ebook right now. I'm now going to slowly review this ebook with you, okay? So the first page, we have some vocab, and you see the objectives that kind of parallels with the objectives that I'm presenting you on the CIS web resource page. If I go back to ebook, and so if I scroll down again, there's going to be reading sections, okay? So this first section is talking about editing text and showing format marks. And you can see some of the different logic, and there's a format, a paragraph mark on the ribbon that when you click in, it tells you where your proofread marks are at, okay? Understanding the toggle approach in terms of moving around the screen. Selecting text, highlight this again, I kind of feel this module is an easy module, but you just gotta have to build this product, okay? So it talks about selecting text, how to drag, copy text, and move the drag using the I-beam, okay? You're dealing with key terms here in terms of their definitions with character words, line, multiple line, sentences, okay? Then we get into the step-by-step. Okay, and so understand in 1, the ebook is telling you to get the letter document from the drive or folder where your data files are stored. Well, right now you don't have them anywhere other than if I go back to the page, this is a file you're going to be working with. Data file needed for part 1. So this is the first time I'm actually having you now pull a file from Edmodo, a data file. So once again, you can see these files here. You can see letter right here. But this is a hyperlink that if you hover your mouse over the letter and I right click on open new tab, this is going to be a different approach how you download these files than what you were just dealing with, because this Word document is actually going to open up kind of like in the shell of Edmodo. All right, so if I move my picture down here for a second, you see a couple things. So you can't manipulate this document here. It's opening up in Edmodo. But now if you come over to the download link to the right-hand side and click download, there's 2 ways you can get this file into module number 3. And I'm going to show you them right now. You could see that this it's downloaded right here. Okay, so I'm going to pause the screen. I'm going to flop over to the file folder. I'm going to go into, go into download. I'm going to go into download. And so right beside the quick access, you see download, boom, there's that file. So I'm going to copy that. Once that file is downloaded, I'm going to copy, right click and copy that file. I'm then going to go to documents. I'm then going to go into CIS. I'm then going to go to module 3, and I see that one template file, and I'm going to paste it. I now have letter in my module 3. Now I'm going to delete the letter. I'm now going to show you another method of getting that file into this folder. So if I go back to that downloaded page, so there's pretty much two methods here, and you see this error, and I'm working in Chrome, and I select open. So now what's going to happen is this Word document is going to open up. And then once it opens up, you have the capability of going file save as and redirecting it to your module 3. Right now, even when you download it, it's actually kind of opening up in the download folder. But okay, so you are managing your files again appropriately and correctly. People tend not to work in the download file. Okay, download file is just a temporary place where files are stored, and it can get cluttered with a lot of different files in that location. So long story short, the file opens up here. You're going to have to hit the button up here that says enable editing. That'll then make the ribbon populate open, and you then can work on the document. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, as it's opening up, I'm going to conduct a save as. Okay, so it's still hovering. Theoretically, right now, it's still hovering in the download folder. So if I come up to file, all right, and I do a save as, and I'll show you, and it should be pointing to the download file. When I go save as and click browse here, you can see right here, download. It's pointing to the download right now. So I'm going to scroll up to the access, the left screen, quick access, click on document, click on CIS, click into module 3. Now, this file right now is called letter. I have that capability, knowing that I opened it up in the download folder, to give it that rename. If I flop back over to the assignment page here, okay, I tell you, okay, on page 29 or 28, step-by-step 2.1, step 1, save the file as customer letter, followed by I have X's here. That's referencing your initials into the module 3. So if I go back and actually cross-reference the ebook, that's what it says here, okay? Save the document as customer letter followed by your initials. So here I go. I'm going to go to Word document. I'm just actually going to go right inside the letter and type in customer space letter. I'm going to then put in my initials right after it, TP. Okay, so I got customer letter TP, and I'm doing a save as right now. So if I go look at my folder, there's the file right there. I have now established the customer letter in the file. So I've showed you two methods to get that file into your module 3. All right, and so we're going to be using Edmodo. There's going to be a gentle jump in there, capture the file from Edmodo, download it, get it into your proper module. So if I continue here, you should see that in step 2.1, you're basically following these steps. You're going to be turning on the proofread. You're going to be adding some words like hello. You're going to be making some additional changes down here. And then when you get to step 12, okay, it says leave the document open for the next step by step. Now, always, if it tells you to do that, go ahead and hit the save. And if I come up to the document, so you may work on the file for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and make some changes, 5 minutes, and then you're gonna have to go back to the ebook and do some reading. Hit the save button. So once again, when you're working with this ebook, I'm flopping back around. You should try to get yourself in a split screen. So if I take this Word document, just to show you this real quick, and I put this on the left-hand side, I have that capability of zooming this document out a little bit, negative, to zoom it out so I can see more of the document. If I take this ebook real quick, ladies and gentlemen, and I move it to the right-hand side, here's a representation now that I'm working in a split screen, reading these steps, applying the steps over here. Sometimes if you can't find the control on the ribbon, you very well may have to maximize the ribbon. Oh, okay, there's the font. I couldn't see it before. And then once you want to go back, just grab it and move it to the left and get yourself in split screen. So long story short, this would end step 12 after you do this. There's more reading. Okay, you're creating a paragraph without blank spaces. All right, and it's showing you how to do that. Then step by step 2, and sometimes you may have to move the scroll bar in this split screen over to the right to get it going. This is what I'm telling you right here. This May 13th, 2013. That's the change I don't want you to type in, because I have down here step-by-step 2.2, type in the current date, whatever date it currently is. So going back over to the ebook, you're going to complete the step-by-steps through 10, and then you're going to have undo. We're learning about undo, redo, repeat commands. Okay, so I'm going to let you know I'm going to move forward. There's a step-by-step 2.3 literature. There's a step-by-step 2.4 and some more information about what's forthcoming. This information will then have you do 2.2, 2.5, more reading. Then there's a 2.6 and find and replace command. Okay, then there's that's like a 2-page. It's 2.7, 2.8. A 2.9, and I think that's it, 2.10. And then 2.10, understand it says save, print, and close document. Well, we're not printing. If I go back to here, you're basically do not print, you're going to upload to Canvas, but you're not going to upload it when you're done here because you got another document to do. This is what I'm now proceeding on with. I'm going to maximize the screen. All right, so I'm going to scroll down here. Once you get done with part 1 through page 44, you're done with that, okay? You're then going to move on with step-by-step part 2 and 3 and 4. This is working with the tail end of the ebook. You can see these page number 45 to 46. So if I go to page 45 to 46 real quick, ladies and gentlemen, you can see right here, page 45, there are some true and false questions. There are some written questions, and then there is fill in the blank. Okay, so go back over the directions. You are going to have to maybe load up that template file that's on your computer here that has your footer on it, okay? And then rename that to Module 3 Basic Editing, all right? And resave it into your Module 3 folder. All right, you will, to give you a snapshot of what it should look like, I'm going to go right here, open new tab. You should see an example of review questions, the vocab, and then you have the critical thinking. This is somewhat a format. It looks like 1 page here, but it very well may be 2 pages in length. So once you get done with the fill in and blank, those questions, the vocab again is right here, and the critical thinking question is right here. These are questions that I'm kind of asking you. And you don't have to say much. Give me 2 or 3 sentences in a rebuttal to this. Sometimes there may be like a couple of questions. You have to 1 or 2 questions, but critical thinking, just give me the number and type your answer. These are questions as I, as a teacher, am asking you. So when you're done, you'll have 2 files. You have a custom letter file, and you have Model 3 basic editing file. 2 files. You'll have to then go back to this website of the Canvas. You'll find the submit button and submit those 2 files. At this time, this concludes me reviewing the lesson 2 basic editing assignment.